What's up, everybody? We're here, we're doing it. Obi has won the roll-off. For those of you keeping track. Look, I started shilling right away. Gotta love it. Here, we'll switch. Our boys are loading up. They are on the Lamu map. Great to see all the new maps here. If somebody can just confirm for me everything sounds okay. That'd be rad. All 0 viewers. No, nobody can confirm. Okay, we've already reloaded. We've already reloaded, but the camera knows. The camera never forgets. I assume we forgot to load in our command hand. I wasn't paying that much attention. We flipped the board. Very exciting matchup here. Oh, look at that. Everybody did their deployment cards right. Oh, these are smart humans. These are good ones. So if you haven't been following along, Invader League, this little season here, we're doing, before our regular Invader kicks off, we're doing this little Blitz tournament. Oh, thank you for confirming, Ty. You can hear me. Blitz is 800-point Legion on a 3x3 map. It does a bunch of cool stuff by being on a 3x3 map. We'll talk about that as the game goes on here. But one of the things it does is it makes turn 0 real spicy, whereas normally turn 0 is kind of predictable and just a way to screw up. So it's maybe even a little hard to talk about Blitz at the beginning of this thing, but we'll talk about it as we go. We got our first cut here. We've flipped over Disarray, which is too bad. Disarray, quite hilarious on a 3x3. Obi, our blue players running Rebels, Cassian, Sabine, Din, 2 land speeders. And on the other side of the board, we've got 12-act Bosk with 3 flame spiders and 3 Sab Commando BXs. It's gonna be a wild one. Act padding is still real good. Everything you know and love about regular Legion is pretty much the same. Are they just going to cut all the deployments because that's the chaotic part that they're not used to? Oh, we'll see. Payload on Blitz is really compelling. You can get stopped and still come all the way back. So it's interesting to see that nobody's gone there yet. We're about to cut 3 here. Got hemmed in and roll out. Rollout, very good for both players, maybe. He cuts all the way to rollout. Do they cut rollout and try to play on a 6x3? We'll find out. Disqualifications looming. All the rules for deployments are basically the same. And by basically, I mean completely. Really, the only thing that Blitz does is change the geography. All right, and they cut to breakthrough. Rollout, breakthrough, clear conditions. We're back to that core box, everybody. And here we go. We've got our lovely deployment zones projected on the 3x3. There's videos on this channel. I talk you how to do that. I should use all the words in the sentence probably. It's probably easier to follow along that way. And of course, we're sponsored here by Signet. Find out more at signetgame.com. It's my pure strategy Steam game coming soon. I'm going to need wish lists out of each and every one of you. This is your duty as enjoyers of the mod that I have gotten stuck holding the bag on for months to years now at this point, running the Legion TTS mod here. Signet game is a pure strategy game. Are you tired of crits? Are you tired of your red saves coming up blank? Have I got a game for you? We'll talk more about Signet as this tournament goes on. wish listing on Steam will be available very soon. And we're gonna see how these guys choose to deploy. 3x3 is generally about the area all the action takes place in your average Legion game anyway. And I know you're like in denial about that fact, because almost everybody that I've presented that fact to thinks so. But it just compresses all the walking from turn 1. All the walking from turn 1 and most of turn 2 is gone. Everything is in danger, right? Like these sabs, it's going to be really interesting to see where he scouts. He's got all the scout and rollout. He's going to want to push these sabs up to somewhere extra safe, because they're going to be in range, is the danger. If he can slice this tower, if Obi over here with his vets can slice this tower effectively, he's going to be in very good shape. But really, he's really just gotta. I mean, we'll see what strategy he takes. He's down on axe significantly, right? By 4 axe. He's only got 8 here. So with 8 axe and breakthrough, you gotta be careful. But you only have to score at the end, and you're never too far away. That's the big thing. For those of you who haven't watched my TED Talks on this channel, which I understand some of them are a little long. It's a lot of words. Blitz really came out of wanting to come up with a better set of geometry for this game so that new players weren't digging themselves insurmountable holes turn 0. Right? Like putting your VAPs way safe when you need to be the aggressor. It's stupid that should ruin the game. It's stupid that you should have to wait 3 hours to learn that. And hopefully you can learn it the first time around, right? Otherwise you're going to do it a few times. And that's the thing that's like, why is that? Why does the game allow that condition to occur? If the board's just smaller, you just can't put them that far away where you can't dig yourself that hole. I mean, you can dig yourself different holes, but it shouldn't just be walking time. Walking time shouldn't be a hole. And then a bunch of cool stuff just falls out of Blitz as a result. You see, range measuring is a big deal here. He wants to get this guy, so he's already in. Whatchamacallit? Standby range. That's what you call it. Very nice bit of deployment there. Deployment really takes the place of a lot of turn 1, right? Turn 1 is a lot of jockeying for position in normal Legion. In Blitz, turn 0 is that time. Turn 0 is that time. I'm gonna post a link over in the old main Discord here. Community content. Right, you can't move around and jockey for position turn 1. Turn 0 becomes a lot of that. Order of operations becomes important. Because everything can get into range much quicker. You could still be out of range. Like 3x3 is not so small that stuff won't be out of range. Snipers still can't shoot corner to corner. So it's plenty doable. And the timing still matters the most, right? That's still king. Activation order and timing and target picking and all the normal stuff that makes Legion good and fun is still here. It's still great. There's just a lot of front-loaded pressure. I expect we're going to see our droid player here, RC-D2, just dump B1s on the board and wait out all these important acts. He's running the generic super attack with Bosk. Bosk, totally naked. Very goofy, but there you go. Not even a hunter. And on the other side, We've got Cassian with the duck, the rifle, Din with the flamethrower and the amban. I love that amban. It hits absolutely nothing for me. It's cursed. And then let's see, we've got Sabine with prepared supplies, situational. The speeders here are very loaded. We got a Rider Azadi on one of them, always fun to see. HQs, the ion guns, gonks, rockets. These can put some serious hurt on these spiders. So timing when those speeders try to hit these spiders, if they do and they don't go for other stuff, is going to be a very big deal. Because, you know, if the spiders are hurt but not slow, that detonate is real good. Yeah, I agree. Seth says Rider seems a lot more helpful on a tiny table. 100%. 100%. Especially with compulsory. So far, I've played or watched close to 20 Blitz games now. I've only played one single game where a list that I think would work on a 6x3 didn't work. And it was a spread out list that was basically designed to exploit your opponent deploying bad. And Blitz is sort of designed to not let you deploy too bad, right? By just squishing everything together. You can't screw up too much. You can't put your dudes, you know, out on a flank all by themselves where they get picked off. Like, you can, but it's harder. If you do and they get picked off, you should have stuff in range to execute some reprisal, which is important. Right? We want interesting tactical choices, which Legion is a great system for. We don't want goofy, you know, strategic blunders that are just afforded by the poor geometry of the options presented. Here comes another squad of B1s. Droids did great with these new 3x3s. There's a bunch of fun new 3x3s. There's a couple in my terrain pack. Droids has made, I don't know, Droids made like 10 or something crazy. You got a little carried away. But they all look very good. I've played on a few of them. They're very fun. Definitely check this out. Blitz is my new go-to for new players. Like in the past, I've like been like, no, you should play the real game and then try Blitz, you know, and then make an informed decision. I actually think I did that wrong. Right, too many games with new players. I've watched them set up. Okay, we're dropping people in the speeders. We got Din in one speeder, we've got Sabine in the other speeder, and we've got Cassian down here. So we'll see how Red sets up with everything they have left. They got a super tac, they got a BX, and they got still 2 spiders to put down. Yeah, very surprising to see Red cut from payload to breakthrough with all these bodies. It's a pretty good spot for Bosk here. He'll be able to scale onto that building from that edge. He's going to be pokeable if Cassian wants to peek. Maybe he wants to peek. If you're Bosk, you don't hate a turn 1 line and wait here and then try to hose one of these speeders if the speeders try to go slow. But from where he's set up, he could easily just shoot one of these spiders, pivot, and kind of hide up against the wall somewhere with the compulsory. Parking your vehicle turn 1 is maybe more of a thing in Blitz. We'll see. Some more sab scouting. We got yellow sabs. Okay, red sabs are back here in the corner by the super tack and Bosk. Yeah, everybody thinking about double heavy and double dark trooper, I think, is beware of Ewoks, man. It's hard to stop all those Ewoks on a 3x3. They still, don't hit for anything. There's just too many. But you can start shooting them right away, which helps. Well, this is a nice little piece of tech. Put that spider there, wall off this corner so Bosk and the super tack are safe. Line of sight blocking, very nice. Let's take a look from Blue's perspective. It's going to be tough. I think Sabine and Din are going to have to get in early and do some work. You are right, Rayan. Turn 1 is spicy. Turn 1 is spicy. We'll see what cards. Everybody drops. Din's got a bounty on Bosk. Very nice. And looks like Bosk has bountied Sabine. On the other side, cards are coming down. Standing versus Whistling Birds. All right. Very interesting. Commands are hidden in the lists as provided, of course. So we will be a little bit blind. We'll be guessing who's playing what and when, just like the players. And I wouldn't be shocked if Obi just chucks a pass here right out of the gate. But we'll see. Whistling Birds costs Din an action. But that speeder can double move him up there. And he could drop birds and a flamethrower turn 1. And we'll all be real sad when birds achieves absolutely nothing. Poor Din's just got a terrible command hand. Okay, I assume we've popped HQs. We just haven't tapped these things since the speeders have orders. All right, Ryder's gonna do the thing. We got a land speeder going fast, right out of the gate. You love to see it. I think especially with all those spiders over there, you almost want to see these land speeders just kind of be in the way. Right, spiders can move through them, but you could body block for at least one move, make them move short, and then kind of move at a goofy angle with the terrain. That might be a thing. Where they can't then like climb over that wall. Gonna try to base this building and then shoot those BXs in the open. Very nicely done. Looks like he's grazing the corner there. We'll see how they roll it. Probably got orange in the open there as well. I don't know who the rocket's got a minimum range, I think, of 2, which kind of makes you sad. Yeah, 2 to 4. Maybe you split fire. Split fire and shoot a spider up front. We shall see. Hard to split fire when you're down axe. That's right, Din can only do the one thing, so his one thing will be a whistling birds. It's been so long since we've seen transports in the local. Forget all the rules. We're lining up. We're thinking. All right, there's a pilot. There's the ion gun off of the double move. I think we're still debating our target. Look at this. Act 1, we got shots. Hey, not bad. Looks like 4. Guess we're shooting BXs. Oh my gosh, crimes have been committed. Get them out of here. Now we'll shoot the rocket, probably into one of these spiders. Oh no, into Bosk of all people. Very interesting. So right out of the gate, Bosk taking a wound. BX is coming off the board. Wild. Welcome to Blitz. If you're not already sold, I don't know what to do for you. Wouldn't you rather come back in an hour and see where everybody's walked to? All right. The old E5S doing its business with an aim shoot for 2 crits. Oh, straight into Din. Very spicy. All right. He is courage 3. That won't be 2 spookums. Was anybody else confused when I got rid of the faction symbols on the order tokens? Was it just me? Like, I did it and then I forgot I'd done it. I was like, what are those weird shield tokens sitting around everywhere? I was completely baffled. Okay. So B1s go, which leaves the door open for Din. I believe he's got 3 squads here he can hit. He can hit these BXs, the red B1s, and the orange B1s. Oh, yeah, I think you're right, Trent. That is a poison gun because it's 2 red. You love to see the poison gun. Right in the Battlefront nostalgia. Din got an order, so no independent. He's got to decide if he wants to just hop out or if he wants to do the birds. Do the bird biz. Or just shoot these guys. Maybe just shoot these guys is not a terrible call. No, we're doing birds. Okay, got one. It's already the best whistling birds move I've ever seen. I've never had whistling birds do anything. Oh, okay. Then for 3. Is this how other people's dice work? This doesn't work for me. This is how you know the mod's fairs. My dice are terrible. And 3 more. Look at this. Unbelievable. 7 wounds. Doesn't shake its suppression. That maybe matters, but probably not. A great start for Obi. See how RC-D2 responds. Probably with a mine and a walk away. If it was me, I'd throw a mine and walk away. Shout out to all 3 of you degenerates watching Legion on your lunch breaks. Or in the middle of your workday. Thanks for stopping by. I'm hoping to stream a lot of the Blitz tournament here. We'll see. I'm not sure you want that. Not even on break. That's the way to do it. Just be a hobo with no real job like me. I'm all about that. All right, so we're gonna bomb here. No, thought better of it. We're gonna bomb over here. Interesting. Maybe try to spook Sabine a little bit. Let's take a look. Yep, tuck in a little bit. That guy feels like he's toast if he hangs out there. But I guess if you eat a Din action, you don't hate it. Do think you have to worry about just getting pistol whipped by the land speeder pilot top of next turn if that thing's still there, which it will probably still be there at this rate. It's got some armor, it's got some cover. Very reliable infantry pole over here for blue. I expect we'll see an aim standby. Or maybe just an aim shoot. He's already got that guy in range. I don't know what you're waiting for. Try to get to a spot where he can split fire is what it looks like. Not a terrible gamble. That is range to orange? Possible. Yeah, you're crit fishing anyway. I don't know if I love this though. They're only armor 3. Armor 3 being kind of like just big enough basically doesn't matter. You might as well be crit fishing for most dice pools. All right, gonna move and take a heavy cover shot. This goofy spider. See what these vets have in them. Nothing. They've got nothing in them. Well, that's vets. It's a little bit of a slot machine, isn't it? Yeah, I think we will see all these B1s do their business before anybody else gets a turn over here for RC-D2. I think that's too many dice. Got some dead guys. 3 white, 2 red. There we go. An aim shoot into Din and heavy with another poison gun. We got 2 this time. No, that's a surge. Gonna have to re-roll that one. First still 2. Oh, Din taking a wound and a poison. Very spice. Din, of course, the very good Mando saves, but only 5 hit points. Obi going to his next land speeder. Getting very creative with the geometry. That's almost certainly more than 45. No, it looks legit. I'm not a judge, but I'll allow it. Gonna be able to base this center piece of terrain again. And get an open shot here on orange, maybe? An open shot on these orange B1s, quite beneficial. If he can pick up 2 acts, that will be tremendous. And that's sort of the pace he kind of needs to keep up if he's going to hang. And he should be beyond 1 there. Looks comfortably at range 2 of orange. Or maybe we're trying to shoot red before they act, but I would try to pick up an act. But what do I know? The Ion, the rocket, the pilot. Everybody's in. Not bad. 5. If it's into orange, that should be enough. It's 4. Let's find out if it's orange or if it's maroon. Oh, it's maroon. Not a bad choice. Not a bad choice at all. But if it's orange, that whole act is gone. I'm still going to get shot here by another poison gun. With an aim shoot, orange attempts to revenge maroon. This is turn 1, yes. Blitz, of course, being on the 3x3. If you're not familiar, that's why it's tiny. We're not playing skirmish, playing full 800. Oh boy. Gotta get some white dice work done here if these B1s are gonna make Din make another roll. No, just a suppression. Din can breathe a tiny armored sigh of relief. Yes, turn 1, we've seen all these droids die. All these droids die. An entire Sab Act, half of another, and then basically half of all 3 B1 squads. It's been busy. Which is really one of the best features of Blitz, is that it's busy out of the gate. I find more units are viable in Blitz. Some of the short range stuff that's really hard to get it to live its dream, and then its dream is kind of not very good anymore. Just the current balance of the meta. I think Blitz has more viable lists than the 6x3 table does. I think it's also more or less impossible to play uninteractable objectives and play styles, which is good, right? Like I hate the overly cagey game. It increases variance too much. Potato Gun doing some big work for these vets, making 2 rolls here. Oh, they both blank. The heavy's gone for Maroon. And just in the nick of time, that B1 should be on 2 suppression. Not that it super matters because they are droids, but they ought to keep track of that. Split fire into something amounted to nothing. Super Tech comes up here. He'll do a strategize. It's an oldie but a goodie. Maybe the best keyword in the game. Probably the most efficient. Then he'll what? Recover? Do a shoot. You're gonna have to shoot, or else you're gonna die. No, we're gonna hide. That's out of bounds, sir. See if they allow it. They don't. Obi's here for blood. He's got money on this game. Speaking of which, there are a lot of prizes. Bear may be joining us for a giveaway today. I don't know. It's up to him. He's in charge of all that. I am bankrolling it. I am bankrolling it so that I can talk about Signet. Find out more at signetgame.com. Pure strategy. Medieval roguelike. You rule a kingdom. It's kind of like if Civ 6 and Reigns had a baby, and that baby was adopted by Othello. Remember Othello, the black and white little tile flipper game? Yeah, that's Signet. It's great. You'll love it, especially if you are sick of crits. There are no crits. There's no hidden information. The only one responsible for your failure is you and your brain, which is super fun. There's tons of upgrades, tons of tiles, a little strategy battle game with some kingdom management stuff. It's very good. You will thoroughly enjoy it. Steam wish listing will be available very soon. I've got to have a trailer though. I'm almost there. But the tournament is faster than I had time for. All right, we're going with commandos who look like they're gonna sneak a peek. This is very brave. We've already lost 1 commando act outright. Never got to activate. Yellow BX commandos here hiding behind the center building. We're down to one dude. And now these guys are daring to dream. Feels kind of risky. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but there's like a non-zero chance at this point that they don't act again, which is not what you want to see. I think we'll see a Din Relentless or a Sabine Bombs to start us off here. I think given Din's HP situation, it's probably Din going into turn 2, but we'll see where things shake out after Bosk gets to have his say. No, we're thinking better of this whole scheme. All right, we'll see how generous the gamesmanship is here. The taken back our completed moves. You love to see the good sportsmanship, but you hate to see the slow play. The giveaway is live and running on the Legion Discord in the Invader League channel. Exciting stuff. I ought to go join that giveaway because RIP my wallet. For those of you not playing along at home, the games industry is in the midst of trying to hang itself by its own shoelaces. So little old me is feeling a little broke. Feeling a little broke. All right, this is a good vantage point to throw a bomb now, but this squad is completely exposed. Cassian has not gone yet. I kind of want to throw up a little bit. We'll see what happens to those poor chumps. Maybe you think Cassian takes an aim and then you blow it up before you're dead. I guess that's if he doesn't just blow it up right now. He's only got Din the Speeder and themselves in it. I think you might as well. Yeah, it's not even gonna. Oh, it's blast, so it gets through. Oh, a big save. A big Din save. And into the speeder, absolutely nothing. And then we'll see if Obi rolls. Yep. Obi rolling the bomb into the BXs for 1. And they save it too. So a whole bunch of nothing. Sound and Fury. Signifying nothing. But if you like PC strategy games, please go to signetgame.com. Join the Discord, and you can just subscribe to just the Signet announcements channel. There's a lot of game dev chatter in there, mostly around some asset store stuff that I sell. I do tech art solutions for video games. That is my whole job, which is partly how I got stuck with the mod. Decaf and Nima swindled me, and now somehow I'm in charge. I didn't want to live this life. No, I do. I love it. Some days I wish AMG would go under, and then I can just fix Legion for us all. Would it be on a 3x3? Yes, day 1. No, I would leave you the option because I'm far too lazy to remove options that I've already added into the game. But B1s would go up in points. That's the other thing that would happen. So say your prayers for or against. Yeah, however you prefer. All right, Sabine, gonna take a shot into these guys. I think it's gonna be open because we're basing this piece of terrain. Sabbath cards from Hyperspace Props. You love to see it. Oh, Sabine being her normal terrible self. What an awful gun that has not kept up. 1 Pierce 1 though. And then we'll gunsling into red or maroon. Maroon's down to just 1 guy. Shoot maroon. It's just 1 guy. All right, or not. I guess let that 1 guy hang around on breakthrough. We'll see it. We'll see if we regret that choice later on. But All right, some spiders are finally going to have to commit to their dastardly deeds. Boy, I don't feel great about these vets only having one Mark II back here to backline against 3 spiders with flamethrowers. They have engagement. They have comms jammers. It's pretty fun. I think we'll just get a whole bunch of double moves, and then they'll be basically unstoppable. Boy, I do not know how you get out of that if you're Obi. With only 1 wound in there, and the speeder's not really in a position to body block. Yeah, creature trooper stock definitely up. All these mid-sized vehicles, stock's definitely up in Blitz. There's some real meta advantages to playing Blitz as like your regular meat space version of Legion, not just in the mod. You don't need as much terrain. You don't need as much space. It's great. All right, Cassian's gonna pop out. He is going to shoot those dudes on the hill, I would assume. Cassian's got to be careful he doesn't get himself just kicked in the face here. Spiders throw a decent old kick pool there. Oh, it's just a rainbow. It's not as bad as I remembered. Everything else is good. I thought they threw like 4 red or something stupid. Ka-chow. Got a crit. We'll buff it to another crit. All right, we're chipping away. Gotta kill that guy, though. An almost dead spider is the worst spider. They gotta be all dead or not at all dead. They're gonna be well out of command range to get orders. And no way to get them, though. This is an interesting move. Move here, try to 2 dice into Din with the flamethrower? Yeah. Not bad. You've got plenty of time to get into this zone, right? So you don't need to prioritize it too much. Wins the coin flip. It's a pretty good call. Yeah, gosh, that flamethrower is so good. Flipping red dice flamethrower on a vehicle. It's wild. It's just wild. Okay, Bosk is going to keep his suppress. I think everybody is gone for Obi. So he'll have his, he's just going to aim and shoot from where he's at, peeking around that corner. It will be heavy cover, but he is the Bosk slot machine, so we'll find out. Din's really got to hang on here if it's going to be a game. All right, we got 2 crits so far. Your crit vision doesn't really matter which ones you roll. Well, if you're gonna... Yeah, there you go. All right. Still long odds, but all right. Now you got to decide if you just reroll 1, which I guess you do. It's, yeah, slightly better chance. The suspense is killing me. He's going to reroll them both. Okay. Odd choice, but there you go. All right. For 2, pierce 1, so Din will roll 3. He'll block 2 and take 1. Yeah. Din up to 3 wounds. Yikes! And 2 suppression from that. Quite the boss shot. The suppression situation for Din is a problem. He's going to get poisoned. He's got to do some work here. Top it 2 if he's got anything left. All right, this lone dude's going to just try to be a scoring goober, which I think is a great call. All right, heading into round 2. Here's the state of the board. It's a mess. Remember, we're playing rollout, so we're pushing to this corner and this corner. 2.5 plus a 1 dude threatening to score here. We got 4 in defense. We got 4 here for blue. And it's 1 pips. We've got Bosk 1 pip with the poison. Great call. This roll off will be very important. Roll offs, of course. Still like the highest variance probably game swinging roll in the game. Oh, we forgot to roll Bosk's region. I assume that's what that white die is. And then we'll roll the red here for priority. Blue will go first. That alone might make this a game. Din is still in a world of hurt. Oh, Sabine played her 1 pip. Oh, is the Din 1 pip not there? Very interesting. If there's no Din 1 pip, dare you fish for Din here? I think you've got to. There's no C's. There's very few upgrades over here. Yeah, Din just has the Amban and the thing. Look at this. We're already into turn 2. It's been like 30 minutes. I love it. It's so much better. Usually game takes about as long as usual. It's pretty close. Cases like this where acts are getting picked up unactivated though. Cuts down on the number of acts on the front end. The tail end can get real sweaty though, because you're like, I've only got 4 to 6 acts left. They all gotta be perfect, you know. You can kind of get stuck in that. Or your brain is just slow. I have that problem. Oh yeah, droids having all the orders in the world. Typical. Typical droids. Being droid boys. And then we chained around. Yeah, okay, fine. Hop to hop to hop, and then back. Sure. Yeah, you're in range of that one. Yeah, he probably doesn't dare set it off, though, given where you're at. And the ghost of Christmas past and blowing those HQs turn 1 on the speeders rears its head here. We'd love to have those back. I think basing this centerpiece was absolutely the right move. Sabine's gonna hop on top, we can assume. Yeah, she can't in this move. So disembark to here. That spider's position is actually a real problem. Because he's going to block line of sight. We'll see how they play it. Oh, he may be popped up on this thing. In which case he won't. And as a vehicle, because this is less than the height of his silhouette, that's legal. Right? That doesn't require a climb. But yeah, you could snooch that under there. But he's got to be able to see that spot. Yeah. Yeah. So, but you could stick it underneath that spider right there. Nothing that says you can't. Dudes are their 3D silhouette, not a 2D projection. I'm not sure who all he's trying to get here. Probably that commando and this guy and most of that other squad. As long as he gets both of those guys, or if he gets that squad twice, he'll be in very good shape. I mean, he'll get yellow a whole bunch. Hopefully the B1s remember to put down their suppression this time around. If they don't, I'll remind them. Yep, Sabine drops her bombs, then she's going to back up. Yep, cannot be seen. Yeah, she can. You gotta scooch a little bit more. That'll probably do it. Yep, that looks fine. Yep, she can walk over that fin. It's less than the height of her silhouette. Yep, and she could safely move all the way back to that land speeder, right? Because she's speed 1 deployed. It's really just a question of where she needs to be. Dropping bombs. Rolling on maroon. For 2. Pretty much write that guy off. Yeah. I was worried about him not getting picked off at the end of 1 there, but Sabine bringing it back. Now onto the BX. Rolling both bombs at the same time. Oh, just enough. 2 is just enough coin flips. 2 onto red B1. Not enough to kill the squad here. They've still got 2 bodies, but they'll lose the gun. And then into yellow. All right, so B1s are getting suppression. And 3. Finally got a white tie to have a little pain. Oh, but they're going to save it. Hilarious revenge for the B1s. But don't forget to suppress them. There we go. All right, Sabine out of the gate, picking up a couple acts. And then into the spider. I honestly can't remember if it's impact or not. Looks like no. Looks like it's just blast. Yeah, Sabine. Okay, she's better. All right, and they're gonna set off this mine in return before the commandos are all toast. Not a bad call for 1 against Sabine. Do they not surge? They maybe don't surge. They do surge. BX is surge on offense, not on defense. Right? I'm not crazy. I played EXD. Yeah, that's a hit. He could dodge it with prepared supplies, though. That's probably the move. Just dodge it. Oh, he's going to roll. Oh, he's going to roll it and be filled with regret. And a poison. Oh, dodge that. Take the dodge out of your pockets. And dodge. Wow. Big value there. And then into spider. Nothing. Spider. Nothing. No crits. No crits to be had. Oh, is it critical one? Does it surge crit? What happened? Riddle me this, Batman. What happened? I don't know. I don't know how that guy got a wound for that. Yeah, that's a dead guy. Take that away. Very good. All right, that was just Sabine's turn. So it's RC-D2's chance with droids here to make something happen. Probably on Din? How aggressive do you try to throw this bomb with Bosk? I think is a big question. You've got plenty of hit points. Maybe you try to be real aggressive. Yeah. Yeah. I think that speeder's going to be in a spot where you can't get it in between those two speeders to hit both of them. Yeah, it is. It is. You just throw it way downfield and try not to hit your own commando droids then. And you really can't risk this hitting either of these B1s. I maybe just shoot from where I'm at and then throw the bomb to back up a little bit. But that's one of those like you know, I like to be a little bit cute. That's maybe not the move. But Din's down to 2. Granted, he is impervious. So, you know, there's that. These BXs on the hill have an order. So you could wait till they get out of the way to set this off. I don't know. It's a real issue because if the speeder goes first, the speeder could just move away. Although Rider's already activated, so you gotta at least keep it on the front half, right? That'll give you options. Let's see what Boss can see. Creeping up, still dropping the bomb. This might be a little bit of tunnel vision on this bomb throw. Is there a link to the stream? Yeah, there is. What channel is that in? We'll paste that everywhere. The people have to know. Do they? Do they have to know? We'll find out. They do need to know about Signet, the new pure strategy. Coming from me. Me. I'm the guy. All right. So Din is dead after he activates. That's the net of this, because he's going to have 2 poison tokens. Yikes. Yikes. All right, and no crits, so nothing happens on the speeders. I assume he put that out of range for everybody else. I was not paying close enough attention. I guess your only out here is you kill Bosk. Well, the poison token's already down. There's no out. At least he doesn't get the bounty. But the bounty's on Sabine. Bounty's not on Den. Checking Bosk's regen there. He's keeping it. Could aim, shoot, dump everything into Bosk. That's not a bad shot for the speeder. And then compulsory onto these B1s and suppress them even more. Remember, your speeders only can displace on a compulsory, unlike other vehicles. Which gets into all sorts of weirdness with Overrun. That flowchart got too complicated. But there you go. Well, we're going to shoot yellow. Unactivated squad. That's in pretty good health. So it'll be recover shoot for the ion gun. For 4. Nope, just 3 apparently. Oh, light cover. So it'll kill off all the chumps. The heavy weapon will remain. But a suppression and an ion. Pretty sure Rider taps. Oh, he recovered, of course. He recovered to shoot. So Rider's not tapped. Okay. So Din can't score a bounty here. I guess if you're Din, your goal is to kill these commandos at this point. There's no good flamethrower targets left for your flamethrower. You can't disengage into a melee. So your hope is to disengage and to just hop out. Well, he's only got one act because the thing's done a bunch of stuff now. Well, it's only done single move, so he's still got 2 actions. So he could hop out. He could just stay in there, though. He's already at range 1 of those commandos. I think that's the move you go for, is you're going to barbecue those commandos if those commandos don't walk away right now. Because you've kind of given them an out by letting them get down off of that hill. The odds of Din panicking are far from 0 as well. Now, these BXs can climb down here, but they're going to be in range to just get snatched by this land speeder. If you're the speeder, you maybe want to keep pressure on Bosk, though, because Bosk is the only thing that can kind of keep these from scoring. And with Din going down, you're really looking at 3 pieces that can score. Yeah, land in that little doorway. I think there's room. He climbed up right there. The way TTS projects its movement's a little stupid and camera dependent, so sometimes you get weird behavior. But there you go. All right. BXs are just going to displace to a position that's not remotely safe, which seems silly. I don't know what this is supposed to accomplish. They're still getting cooked by Din here. Still think that's Din's best shot. If they climb down that way, you pull an act that wants to deal with spiders, which is something. I think you got to shoot him back up here. Or double move away. Yep, just rope it open. Make them chase you forever. Shoot move there. Not terrible. You maybe shoot the one in the back, though. He's got to take a worse angle to get around his buddy. It's not much worse, but it's something. No, you've got to shoot the front one because the front, well, if he pivots to climb up on top of that building, he's not barbecuing. So that's something. I do think if it was me, I would shoot yellow here. Oh, that's not the right way, but all right. Obi's braver than I am. Just shoot him and then move. This is not safe enough. These guys are going to get cooked. Oh, the Mark II's in the way. No, it's not. That move tool fits. You can from here, like you want to be back here at the edge of this movement radius, right? You want to be maximally far away. Do not want to get barbecued. All right. Let's see if the vet slot machine shows up today. Critical 2 with the potato gun in there. It has the potential. Oh my goodness, 3 crits. 3 natty crits. I'll save all of them because you're a stupid spire. Look, Trent, that's how they're supposed to roll. 30%, not 85 or whatever stupid I've been dealing with. Jeez. Trent and I played spiders versus dewbacks the other day. It was just a slap fight. Nobody could kill anything. Nobody could flamethrower the stuff they wanted to flamethrower, which is just a complete logjam in the middle of the field. All right, we got a surge. That's the weapon. I guess you have the flamethrower. That helps a little bit. Still gonna be a red die for every dude, which is still as good as a hero doing a flamethrower. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah. Okay, very interesting. Pull the support. Yeah. It's blast. You're already in range. None of that matters. You got climb to walk over that building. That'd be a speed 1 boy. Remember, spiders are climbing vehicles, so they don't have to walk around here. They could just climb straight over this. Plonk right on top of Cassian, and then barbecue. There you go. And he may be in position here where he can detonate. We're all checking. We're all checking. Oh, self-destruct 4. I don't think he's quite there then. He's just got 3. Is that 3? Nope, looks like it's 4 or 5. Yep, so that's the move. Bomb all of it. Yikes. Big yikes. See, if these dudes were over here, they'd be invisible. Oh man. Of course, you're taking a scoring thing off the table. So if you're Obi, I think you're kind of okay with that. Now spend your dodge that you should have spent the first time around. Nope, he's still forgotten he has it, but he's going to roll out of it and be okay. So very exciting. Now into the speeder. This is a heck of a detonate. All right, armor 2, so it should be 1 going through, right? Is he armor 2 or armor 3? Armor 2. Armor 2. Oh, just take it on the shield, that's right. That's what the gonk's for. All right, into the unactivated squad. Oh, 3. Let's find out how veteran they are. Oh, they're not really veteran. It was one of those field promotions just because we needed somebody at that rank. Yikes. It's 3 again. Double yikes. All right. They're a little bit braver. They've already activated, so they're not quite as important. 3 into the Mark II. Wouldn't it be great if your ATRT could do this and basically didn't care about AI? Sometimes you just look at that clone, the whole Clone Wars factions, just scratch your head. How we ever got here. All right, into the other spider for nothing. Is it Impact 1? I can't remember. We'll find out. It's Impact 1. And he'll save it. Boy. Now he's only got 1 piece in scoring position. Let's see what they can manage. We're only turn 2. There's plenty of time for stuff to run around the corner here and still do work. But I think it's safe to assume those BXs are toast. Oh, this is kind of risky for Cassian to be going for it here. Make 1 crit for 1 Pierce 1. I don't know. I don't know if that's the move. That's the move that they went with. We'll see. Land speeders, plenty of time to do work. And they can do work on these spiders that want to just like chill and score and then still have a chance to get back. This could be like a 1 to 2 or 1 to nothing kind of scoring scenario still. Even with as much stuff as is still left on the board. Those are dead commandos. I think the only thing left to pull is spiders. Yep. All right, AI attack move because it's what you wanted to do anyway, so who cares? Gonna come over here and try to barbecue one of these squads. Probably want to shoot the other one that hasn't activated, but does it matter? No. No, for 4. Gotta have a lot of paint here. Adios, purple. Yep. I know. If they were up there by that shed, they'd have been safe. All right, Din has got to get a little revenge here and take out these commandos, but let's see what he tries to do. He's got to not panic first. Ah, he's toast. Dang. Okay, who's still left? We've still got 2 vets over here. If these vets get lucky and take out that spider, wow, blue's still in commanding position here, despite the act count. We got a thrilling strategize, shoot the land speeder. I think that's probably the move. Bosk's already gone, so just strategize yourself. Oh, he can move past that base if he's got room. Oh, I don't know about this. This feels like walking into trouble. Right, Sabine and Cassian are over here with a chance to do some work next round. The speeders are you're more in the flight path of the speeders wanting to do stuff. It feels quite risky. We'll see. We'll see if it pays off. All right, one act for these poor guys who are just gonna split up. All right. I don't hate it. Preserve the act, but this feels like you're walking into a shot from orange here. You'll at least have heavy cover, which is something. Now we've got orange. No, yellow's already gone. What's up for orange? Are we do we just pivot, walk away? Yeah, a pivot there may not be enough given the angles to everything. You've got range, but I don't think you have line of sight to Sabine. Even from the leaning silhouette. This speeder still hasn't gone. That speeder's got to finish off orange or these commandos. So it'll be a compulse, recover, shoot. Maybe recover, shoot, compulse, so that he can get the rocket in there at the right range. I don't think you gamble on a split fire. They've been averaging about 4 hits, which is kind of what he needs to pick up 3 models there. Let's see the move. Turn 2. Look at all this dead stuff. There's the rebel stuff's been thrown into the void, which it deserved. It deserved. All right, backing up a little bit to here. Obi coaching RC-D2 here through this plan of backing up and getting the pivot right. Right, so he's going to reverse so that he can align with the tool here at the knuckle of the move tool and then throw it back into drive. It's just like mowing your yard. Yep. Let's face it, spider droids in Legion are basically lawnmowers. Nothing can stand in their way. I mean, my lawnmower climbs buildings, right? See, metaphor's fine. Don't at me. All right, that's 2 actions. Well, we're gonna massage this position a little bit, which that's a pretty good spot. It's a pretty good spot. So by leaving the spider there, RC's buying himself a little bit of line of sight blocking against Cassian trying to slice this corner. Right? It sort of becomes a okay. Now we've done a reverse. And then we're going to reverse again into this tall grass. All right. Wow, this is the kind of move you would have liked to have seen earlier in the round, maybe. Try to, right, if these guys can just get past, as long as you can get past halfway, it's hard for the spiders to catch up with pivot and then pursuing you, right? You can still kind of kite the flamethrowers a little bit. And here comes orange. Almost certainly going to try to pick off these vets. They think better of it. They're just going to be bodies and muck stuff up for Cassian next round or get killed by Cassian in a really dastardly crack shot. We didn't see a Din 1 pip. We saw the Sabine 1 pip, so fairly safe to assume we're going to see crack shot next round. Blitz does tend to front load your lower pip CCs in my experience. I always feel like I got too much stuff to do. I can't wait around, which is kind of fun. It's kind of fun. It's a different sort of calculus. You know, you're trying to impose your will early and then hang on. At least that's how I found I've played it. There's a lot less of hang and pack. There's a lot less read and react. I mean, that's still always a thing because order of operations matters so much. Shooting stuff that has or hasn't activated is still so much the game. But in other cases, you know, you can play really, really, really cagey. And you just don't have the room. It's too easy for the other list to close on you. You can't avoid the fight for too long and get the game down to like just a couple dice rolls, which is good. That's too high variance. The game should avoid that, if possible. You want enough dice. Right? That's why skirmish sucks. Skirmish sucks because there aren't enough dice rolls spread out across the number of units because there's fewer points and the org chart. But it becomes way more high variance because the fewer number of dice rolls. It becomes swingier. One bad roll is crippling. All right, the speeder's going to try to pick up 2 acts here. We're going to split fire, looks like. If this pays off, it's huge. Oh, the rocket's doing good work. Who'd we shoot? Oh, we shot that guy in the back. Very nice. And now we'll see the ion gun and the pilot into these BXs for 4. That ought to do it, but we'll see. We're a coin flip away. It's exactly average. You love to see it. You love to see average dice. It's my favorite thing. Should there be a mulligan in Legion where you can one time a game do a reroll? I think so. I think it should probably only be on your dice. You can't make your opponent roll a mulligan. I think that's maybe a thing. I would use it on the Amban every game because that thing just lies to me. That's all it does. It's a card filled with lies and nothing but lies. All right, this B1. I don't know what his thing is. Just run somewhere. Probably wouldn't run that way, but maybe you got friends. Tuck in and take a dodge or something. Can't see anything from right there, which is a little weird. Feels like you're just going to get shot to death by that exact same land speeder next turn. And this is only turn 2. Speeders have time to do a ton of work cleaning up all these little garbage acts. Like, this looks bad for blue the way Din went down and that vet and the vets got smoked. But man, it's all right. This guy's only got the 1 act. So if he's moving, he's not shooting, which you might as well move because you're not going to hurt that thing anyway. Yep, just chill. Just chill and be all stacked up in a pile for Din to run out and crack shot. We shall see. All right, on to 3. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Don't you wish every Legion game was this fast and glorious? Yeah, that guy's pretty hurt. He was on 2 or 3, I can't remember. The tall grass does eat objectives. Just like velociraptors. That's why we don't go in the tall grass. Right? No? We've been streaming for an hour and a half. That's what the clock says. We started a little bit early, and they're flying through this. We're on turn 3. It has been. Look at all these models. Look at all these. There's corpses everywhere. You love to see it. RC-D2 taking his time thinking about his pick. Here, you wanna get real spicy. Watch out for people who order their command cards. See, you guys are playing Legion, and I'm playing some other game, which is like, oh, that guy's probably right-handed, so he'll deploy over there. Bosk is gonna think about what he picks. Reptilian Bosk here, a good choice. I wouldn't hate to see like the 2-pip, the STD 2-pip. I think you gotta play Crackshot here, but maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Maybe you've got a Last Stand. It is Crackshot. It is Crackshot, and it is the 2-pip to get a little impervious business to help with that Pierce that's going to come raining in. I like that call. I like it. You can order all these guys and relay one back, and then throw one over to Bosk. Even it's an AI unit. It's got to go on a spider, but you get the idea. I guess you got to direct. You can probably get both. You can probably order everybody. Japers. Everybody except Bosk. Perfect order control. It's the droid way. You love to see it. Crackshot, we got an aim on Cassian. He's got 2 wounds. Sabine is on 2 wounds. Sabine well positioned to still do plenty of work. She's still got her pocket dodge that I don't think she used, but maybe she did. He's got the graffiti token out. I wonder if that's the thing. Could be something down the stretch if those vets can survive. Yeah, there you go. Goofy orders get stacked up all the time. Oh, the spider's out of range. Rip in pieces. Yeah. I would still probably order one of those. Give yourself a coin flip to pull Bosk. Does STD have he has a comms relay of all things. So you could order him and then bounce it to Bosk, but I don't know why. Oh, he doesn't have whatchamacallit. You can't do that. You gotta have allies now. Now, as in 2 years ago? Gosh, how long has that card been out? Don't worry, guys. I'll learn the rules someday. But not today. I'll just keep changing them. All right, Cassian leading us off. Can you see through there, buddy? Yeah, you probably can. You guys, crafty little goose. You can see orange and yellow there. Can you see that red guy? Ugh. Yeah, he definitely can. Yeah, 100%. 100% you can see that one guy hiding. Well, he's going to shoot the other squads, though. This guy has a dodge and yellow has a dodge. Interesting. All right. I don't know why these guys didn't coordinate back to the super attack here. Whatever. I just work here. Don't ask me these things. All right, we get another aim for moving because we're tactical. Man, Cassian's still great, isn't he? Rebels are in a weird spot in the meta, but Cassian still pretty good. Just pretty good against everything. Marksman will do that. Marksman and tactical. It's pretty good. Oh, terrible roll. I can make it 2 crits. I think you do if it's into yellow. Oh, another lousy roll. Just betrayed. Guess they called that open, which it should not be. Because that spider grants heavy. Spider grants heavy cover there. Unless I'm forgetting somebody having sharpshooter. I don't think so. Now he gets a suppression and a standby if he wants it. He wants the standby. He's got duck, so you probably just be chill. The last thing he needs to get suppressed here by a ton of Bosk shooting. Sabine's got a chance to hop up there and gunslinger some stuff, but she's got to be careful. She is the bounty target for old Bosk. He's decided he does want that suppression. Speeders recovered, so they've got their HQs back. I don't know that we rolled for their shields, but we'll let them figure that out. We do have expert climber. Yep, trample this guy to get rid of that suppression. Or to give him a suppression, which will strip the standby. You at least force grab Cassie. Yep, there you go. All right, now chuck him. Honestly, if I'm Cassie in there, I probably scooch back. I don't want to expose to where Bosk is. I want to go the other way and be like next to Sabine. Right, next to Sabine and away from the super tac sharp one gun. Red, white, lethal 1, sharp 1. Yeah, I just want to get out of here. They at least have heavy cover from the spider. Yeah, that's a better spot. Not in base. You want to be just out of base. Yeah, you're underneath there. You got a speed 1 from that little nook. Remember, you can always use cohesion bubble, which you can set in game keys as a little cheeky speed 1. Anytime you need to make a scout, anytime you need to do, not just cohesion, a little speed 1, a force push, just use the bubble. As long as you can get away with like a straight line thing, or make it close enough. Make sure your opponent's okay with it. I like this move a lot more. This seems way safer to me. Can't afford to give up any axe here. All right. So he's got duck and cover with the danger sense now. He's going to be hard to deal with. So that spider can try to barbecue him. All right. He'll do a barbecue into Sabine instead. Just a red and a white. Has Sabine used her pocket dodge? It's a crit. She has SA. All right. I don't I don't know if that pocket dodge got used early and we missed it, or if we've just forgotten about Sabine's pocket dodge. Oh, this is a timely pull for blue. Get these vets out of here. Yeah, leave that guy. That guy's fine. If the super attack spends time killing him, you're okay. Just run and gun yellow. Don't be too cute. Because all he's got to do is move into the back arc of yellow, and yellow will be able to shoot him. Right? And he's just grazing the deployment zone here. This is turn 3. And so if he double pivots to move, you got to think about that. Like, yeah, no, you got to make sure, you probably want to check range here from yellow to make sure you're fully in his back arc. That's how you know you're going to be safe. Let's cut it close. That may not be far enough. See what I'm saying? Like he's a front arc, he's in front arc there. You got to cut that tighter. Don't worry about that. Just shoot yellow in the back. You really don't want yellow to blow up here though. And yellow is sitting on 3 wounds. Yeah, you can't shoot yellow. You can't risk shooting yellow. You've got to try to trade up here. All right. Okay, this is a heads up play. So this forward cohere here, right? If Bosk climbs up on that building, Bosk's gun has a minimum range. He's 2+ on his little Plonkarooski blaster, which we can't see. It's covered up. Take my word for it. So if Bosk climbs up on this hill, he's gonna risk being at range 1 of that guy and not able to shoot. Yep. So he's using the force. He saw the future. Boy. In Unity physics we trust. Nope, can't do it. Minimum range. Yep. So check your card. Look, we knew it. Gasp. The big brain move. The big brain move has been revealed. I'm going to stand here. That's not physically legal, sir. Get out of here. Okay, maybe on those rocks. You did climb those commandos up there earlier. You could stand on that flat bit. Yeah, it's going to be hard to argue with since you allowed it. Is this thing tool-tipped? Obstacle open. There you go. All right. Well, it's an unaimed Bosk shot. It's basically pure... Oh, 2 crits. Oh, 2 natty crits. The slot machine gives and the slot machine takes. And in this case, it's taking the lives of 2 innocent potato boys. Oh, farewell, potato boys. In Signet, you wouldn't die to those dice. Your big brain play would have paid off because there's no dice. Which is why we all love Signet. Find out more at signetgame.com. Or if your browser doesn't like redirects, dicewrenchdesigns.com/Signet. I think that's it. It's in the Invader League Discord. We'll be posting it around more. All right, Sabine keeps her suppression. Oh my gosh. Just betrayed. No help on the suppression front for blue this game. Din couldn't make anything happen. We got big jumps coming though, and Bosk is already gone. That offers up some huge timing opportunities. Bosk's 1 pip is already gone, so you've got the super tack 1 pip versus like Last Stand, Volunteer Mission. So Sabine can just get ready, which is a real shame. I think given that, you maybe try to wait it out for where you are. Here you can get shot. In the other spot, you were totally safe from everything. This guy's got nothing to do now. I don't think he's got range to this guy. Yeah, you can fit up there. Oh, look at that. Look at these pro guys sliding the tool right up there to get on top of that building. Oh yeah, look, that climb does get him in range. That's a real tragedy for that guy. Oh well. Farewell, Mark II. You did not a thing this whole game. I'm over here looking at the dice like I don't have picture-in-picture set up. What are you gonna do? Yep. Banish him. That poor guy just never realized his dream. He set up with a shot and then didn't take it turn one. I thought that was weird. Thought he should have gone ahead and just done an aim shot from where he was. Or a shoot back up. If you're not feeling good about it, shooting back up. All right. It is now really up to these land speeders to carry the day. There's just not a lot of offense left for Cassian now that Crackshot's gone. And Cassian and Sabine have to focus on scoring. I mean, the speeders have to live, but the speeders at this point have like the most HP of anything on the board. Just in a weird spot. You can still shoot a rocket at this guy back here. And you could dump everything else into light cover on the super tack. It's not a bad call. If he can get rid of a commander, it gets interesting for what those B1s are going to do, like next turn. Nope, he's just going to put everything into the super tack. For 2 crits. Can't be too upset. Oh, you can if he saves like that, though. Not even the coin flip. Oh, no. All right, yep. Just get set up for next round. Yep, there you go. You can deal some suppression. I don't know if you want to give these guys a scoot, though. Yeah, that's what you want. No free speed ups. I think you want to pick up Axe here. I think you got time to deal with that guy. I'm not sure that's the right move. Because you can shoot so many things independently and you have all these squishy goobers out here, I know they have dodges, and that makes it hard to split fire. Or, at least throw a rocket back at this dude, because he's not going to have cover, because he's not going to be 50% obscured back here when you're still touching this building. This guy's just gonna do a reverse, an Uno reverse, and run away. That's a smart play. It's a smart play. This guy now, a blue speeder here, will just pivot and try to finish off 2 of these. This guy's far from out of the woods. Like, honestly, Sabine maybe just ties him up. But this is only turn 3. And it's hard to do that when you're outacted. Just pivot. Don't do it, man. You got to recover, so pivots are really tough. That is sort of a gotcha with this build. Is pivots are real expensive because you want to recover so bad. Here we are on Yavin. New background in. New background. Recolored the table. Added all the zazz. You love to see it. You love to see it. One of these days I'll get pass tokens in. Maybe. I'm busy making my own games. That makes it easier to shoot the rocket. It's not a bad choice. Hop to here. Oh, man. Shoot the rocket and the pistol at that guy? Pretty sure the pilot's 1 to 2, right? Yeah, 1 to 2. So 3 white, red and black. That guy's got heavy cover. You don't want to shoot him. I guess they all got heavy cover because those crates. Oh, you're maybe tall enough. Ugh, the cover got a little complicated, didn't it? No, he forgot about the pilot. Maybe splitting fire. He got it through. It connects. Oh, that's a necessary piece of revenge. To take out orange. Pilot gonna shoot? Did we forget we have a pilot gun? Maybe. Maybe we did. Rip. Rest in pilot. Okay. This guy's just going to try to reverse around here. This was a nice bit of setup. If this was the plan, look like you're going to flow this way, reverse course and flow the other way. It's not. You're not going to be much safer because of where Sabine is, but you know, Cassian's now going to try to flow that way around. This guy's basically jailbroke. Like, you've got to pick if you're the speeders, right? Because this is turn 3. We're going into 4. We're almost there. And this is a bit of Blitz that is just beautiful. Look at this. Turn 4. There's hardly anything left. Oh, it's great. Turn 4 of your usual game, sometimes you've made 3 shots in all this time. It'd still be an hour and a half in, and you've done nothing. Instead, we're going into turn 4. We've spent the exact same amount of time. Almost everything's gone. It's just carnage. I've been teasing the local guys that next version of this will be Blitz, where we play with 45-minute game clocks on the tiny board. Let us know if you think that's a thing. All right, and a little bit of a move here, trying to hang on to just absolutely defeatable cover of this building. Cassian can just move and base this, and none of that will matter. All right, on to 4. Tokens cleaning up. We will see what cards come down while we wait for cards. Signetgame.com. New pure medieval strategy game from myself, me, the very one, the only chump stuck working on the silly mod these days. If you appreciate the mod, please check it out. Trying to stop being a contractor. Trying to be full-time independent game dev, not just we're pinging here because of mysteries. All right, RC-D2 knows what he wants to do. Obi's throwing last stand. Good call. Reptilian, also a good call. This roll-off, yet another high variance, high stakes roll-off. It's 4, so it's gonna be RC's roll again. The tension. Yeah, he doesn't need to give these orders, even though, like, we know what these orders are, right? Bosk wins this one. Roll-off's exactly 50-50, but the timing matters huge. Bosk's gonna get a chance to dunk Sabine right here and get the bounty in what's going to be a very low-scoring breakthrough game. Yep, and then we still got good old direct. So it's perfect order control for the goobers, the droid goobers. Yeah. Aim, shoot, or just shoot and shoot. You don't have hunter, so there's no aims. It's just shooting. It's just 2 shoot actions. I don't think you want to climb down here. Maybe you want to go ahead and take a little bit of a scooch. Take a wound for a scooch. But you probably don't care. It's going to be heavy cover. She will be obscured by this building. At least that front edge. We'll see how they rule that. It's really close. I think that front lip does get it. So 1 went through. It'll get pierced for 1. And then 2 crits this time. She'll roll 3. And save them all. Wow. Huge. But 4 suppression. Yeah. And then he'll take a wound. You can't climb down here. Cannot. Oh, yeah, you can, because it lets you take a move action. Free move action. What a great card. Love the utility. Bosk remains just an incredible piece. The fact he got buffed is just wild. He was already plenty good. Then he got cheaper and better. Legion. Star Wars Legion, everybody. All right. Can we roll off some stuff? No, we can't. She's panicked. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. She's got 5. She rolls 1 off. Is she indomitable? Yeah. 8. You're indomitable. Roll red dice. Oh, they're sticking with it. They are sticking with it. Counting axe here. It's still only 4. They've got 2 turns left. It's a regular 6-turn game. I mean, the situation is very grim. But these land speeders have time to turn this corner. Like, this is far from over. Like, this guy living is also not necessarily likely. He's on 3. All right, if you're this spider, I think your goal is to just survive. So you want to be as hard to shoot as possible for these land speeders. So that's probably just a double move here. Yep. Try to hide behind that building. It's not going to make you safe enough. But like, you can't avoid all incoming fire, and the range on the rocket and the ion is significant. So we'll see. Cassian's down to 1. Do you just try to punch a dude? You're tactical. Just try to punch out yellow. Ooh, we're checking the height. I think you could climb up there. Sure looks like it. Sure looks like it's less than 1. Drag that thing closer, though. Yeah, do a little skedaddle. Do a little skedaddle-oo. Oh, once these things start leaning. Just spawn another one. Oh. Yeah, I think he's got it. Is this tooltip? Let's see what it says. Oh, droids. Yeah, you're good. You can make that. That's legal. Yeah, I think you got to pick up a B1 here. You won't get an aim. You won't get an aim for the climb. But that's 3. Pierce 1. So he's out of here. This is why I think there's still plenty of time. Still plenty of time. It's ugly, but that's a lot of Blitz games end up ugly. There are no elegant, predictable wins. You got every little move. Every little move, you make something happen. Because you're not just zoned out, right? The geometry should never be such that you just can't catch up. Boy, Sabine forgetting she's indomitable. What a thing. It's tough. It's tough when you whack together a wacky list for a thing like this to remember all the keywords, especially a unit you haven't played in a long time. So I understand. But that's especially when suppression has been such a story of this game. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. He's going to try to climb up here. He's got a speed 1. Climb is still a speed 1, even though you're even though you've still got expert climber. Let's see where we end up. I think you just want to score. I honestly think you just like climb and walk, and then you don't need to mess with it too much. If anything, you like move part way and then take a standby. Hopefully where you can still see like the edge of that land speeder. He's just gonna barbecue from where he is. He got line of sight? Oh yeah, he does. And we didn't use our dodge. And we didn't roll danger sense? Or we did roll danger. It was 1, so we did roll danger sense. That was a crit. That's why we can't dodge. Sabine has SA. Cassian does not. Got a pivot. Shoot compulse. Yep. First suppress, right? Because those crates. Oh my. Where's that roll been for the speeders? That poor red goober's toast. I probably would have split this up and just tried to throw the rocket at the one guy, and put everything else into the super tack, but I'm a little greedy. I'm a little greedy like that. Maybe you just speed 1 here with Rider. I can't remember which one's the Rider speeder. That is the Rider speeder. Yeah, if you're teal here, I think you got to try to get one of these spiders. You got to try to get that hurt spider and get back. You don't have to go very far, and he's on 3. That guy's got to run now. He's got to score. Because right now, especially if Bosk doesn't get a bounty here, it's 4-3. if everything scores. This game is far from over, right? Cassian's up there where he can long shot into that hurt one, potentially. And then still be in a position to climb down and score on 6. The mind reels at the combinations. Okay, he pot shot it into Sabine, who's going to take another wound. And another suppress. Oof. Okay, and he's... Oh, that's so risky. That's so risky. I get it, you don't want to run and just get the corner turn on you, but you're full health. You're full health red save unit. It ought to take at least 10 hits to kill you. You know? I mean, look, we've talked about the slot machine. And we've seen the vet slot machine not show up and the Bosk slot machine kind of do just enough. And the suppression slot machine just, you know, destroy families. All right. Speeder doing a move. See, he's got the shot here already. It is heavy cover, but whatever. You got a crap ton of dice. Move here, recover, shoot. Throw the pilot into that other one. See if you get lucky. Just got to get stuff past heavy cover. So still need a good roll. Yep. Ion 1. He got 3 past. That's all of his impact. Yeah, white dice. Let's find out. Spider saves have not been hot yet today. Oh, they stay not hot. He's toast. It's a Christmas miracle. 4 witnesses and myself. Oh my gosh. He's gonna forget Indomitable when he really needed it, and he's gonna hot dice his way through anyway. Wow. Boy, this game has tilted back and forth several times. It's everything you love to see about Blitz. Obi knows what he's doing. I assume it's the 3-pip to token up or danger sense up his dudes. And then we'll see what I guess it's line and wait over here, or yep, line and wait. Sharp one here, a big deal. We got danger sense 1 and a free recover on issued an order. Another roll off. If you're blue here, I think you want to lose. He wins though. Very interesting. That's probably best. Sabine can just run away. Right? If you're Sabine here, I think you just climb down where Bosk can't see you. If you've got line of sight, you shoot, and then you jump down. Because she is currently on 4. Yeah. Yeah, she's got to end up over here, chilling by this speeder where she cannot be seen. Like here. And then she'll just double move at the end. Because if this guy just bases her, you just got to be 2 moves away from that guy. And maybe you have a pocket dodge, or maybe you don't. We don't know. I don't think we've seen that pocket dodge, but it's gone. But you'll have danger sense. So if you keep one suppress, maybe that's a thing. It looks like he peeled it all off, which fair enough. He's been getting wrecked, but you cannot risk getting shot here. This is a tough call. The speeders are basically not nigh unkillable at this point. Boss could pour everything into one of them twice and kill one, but that's the only way one of these things goes down. That spider is full health. I think you just try to score and body block. You've got full order control, so you could pull a thing off the stack. You could park a land speeder on top of that building so boss can't climb up. And then shoot boss point blank and throw the rocket at the guy. I think you've got to get Sabine down here. You cannot let it be 3-3 and go to kill points. Right? Because if boss gets this bounty, he doesn't have to score. And if the other two guys score, which is going to be hard to stop, given the amount of dice you could still throw and have your units score, right? Because teal here has to recover to shoot. I think both of them have to recover to shoot at this point. I think you just got to protect Sabine. Sabine, just gunslinger and then hop down and hide. If you get lucky and you can kill the super tack, then your options sort of expand, and you know he's on standing orders the last round. Boy, what a game. This has been a great one. Can Sabine see here? Looks like no. Looks like no. Just shoot boss and chill. Oh, don't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Jump and then run around to this corner. But you can speed 3 again. Yeah. Don't. Yeah, that is absolutely a safe position. I don't know why we're not going speed 3 twice, because you've left a sliver here. I don't understand. I don't understand why you're not going speed 3 twice. You just walk around that thing. You don't have to climb over something that's less than the height of your silhouette, kids. This little thing won't slow you down. Because it doesn't require a climb. So we're speed 3 and go wider. Right, because here this is not clipping it. Your base width doesn't count, and you can walk completely through this repulsor. So I don't know what's up with that weird angle. He's left the door open. I don't think this is a thing. You can get the exact position out of chat log as well. That's another little pro tip. Over here in your chat log, it'll tell you your moves. It'll tell you the moves. I don't think I can see it because I'm not a player. But yeah, you can look at the game log and it'll tell you moves. All right, Sabine jumping down to there. Still a fairly safe spot. Bosk, I don't think is going to be able to climb and get an angle here. That looks very good. A move and a dodge, it's probably even better because he can dodge a crit there just in case somebody makes something happen. Bosk has got one aim now. Just going to take an aim and shoot Cassian? No, he's going to try to line this up. I don't think he's got it. I mean, this is even higher than where the silhouette's going to be, and it doesn't look like there's any chance. All right, he's just going to aim and shoot into Cassian. Man, if this is your play, I think you try to wait. Cassian can't. It's going to have a harder time getting himself out of line of sight. Well, you got 2 crits and you got 2 aims to work with. Uh-oh, he's doing the Bosk. Second aim, he's up to 3. I only rolled 1 there. I don't know why. 3 crits, pierce 1 into Cassian. He's got the danger sense. Full blank. Oh no, it says he got a block and a surge. I don't know why they're not loading up there. Yep. So he got 2, pierce 1, which means he took 2. On 3 hits, rolling 4. All right. Cassian's got to go. He's suppressed, which is the worst timeline. Yeah, that's right. He just moves straight away, so he's gotta hang around if he wants to shoot you. Yep. Because now if he tries to go this way at all, he's gonna have a heck of a time getting line of sight. Right. So you can see up there in the dome. For some reason, my loading is freaking out. I hope you all can still see me. I assume you can. Both of you. But this is a good one. This is a good one to rewatch. Definitely love to see it. We're still good. Always be measuring. Legion is mostly a game of secret geometry. That's why Blitz works. Blitz works because you just increase the odds of good geometry by reducing the size of the table. All right. Gonna do a little walk here. Gonna get an angle on Sabine there. Heavy to light. She's got to dodge. Do you risk stopping right there? You're in the side arc of the speeder. Might as well, right? 1 crit dodge. Get it back to nimble. Yep. All right. If you're the speeder, I think you just pivot, shoot the rocket. Or do you compulse? Do you compulse recover? I don't know. This geometry's tricky. Because you got to make sure you can get into score. Right now it's looking like it's 2-4. So really, as long as you don't give up Sabine to a bounty, Bosk can't score now. He's too far away. He didn't move at all. But he's in kind of a tricky position. You almost want to see him cut this corner a little tighter last round. But man, it's hard to fly. It's hard to fly in general. It's even harder to fly when you really need that recover. Which of these things are desperate for? Yeah, this guy can recover, shoot, heavy cover into the super tack, I assume, for 2. It's not awful. It's got ion. That's something. Yeah, 4 down to 2. Why are we thinking about it? Oh, did he roll too many dice? Oh, yeah, because he's out of range. Oh, there you go. 4 down to 2. Justice is served. Let's see if he can keep saving out. All right, he finally loses a coin flip. So that's an ion token to go with it, too. Interesting. An ion and a wound and a suppress. All right, so his recover shoot, now he's got a compulse. Just turn into this building you can't fly over. Tap Rider, go speed 1 and turn into that building. You do have to move. Yeah, the whole terrain piece is height 2, even though the lip of it is only height 1. So you can't ignore it. Oh, we might get a judge call. We'll see. Just tap Rider and go slower. You don't have to go around it. We'll see what they settle on. There you go. You won't end in a legal position there. You'll just slide backwards till you do, and you don't take damage. It's very cheesable now, guys. Compulsory ain't what it used to be. It's different. It's still weird and full of quirks. But, all right. From there, you can pivot and move to score. I guess that's fine. And you've got a rocket shot there. So you can rocket, pivot, compulse, and you'll be fine. That ought to work. That's legit. This guy's just gotta waddle on home. Is he gonna reverse? That's crazy. What is this? What is this sorcery? What could that possibly accomplish? Do I have beer goggles for this game? I can't tell anymore. This is what Day Drinking Legion does to you. Is he gonna back up and try to kick Sabine to death? That doesn't work because he's still got a score. You gotta just walk in here. What? Is he hurt enough to blow up? I don't think this one has any wounds. Does he think he's going to get shot at? I need my abacus. I can't keep up. This is too mathematical for me. I'm hoping for something glorious here because I can't figure out. Was he just trying to get the right angle? Oh, he's line of sight blocking. Moving back and taking a standby. That's pretty nice. That's nice. Protect his guy. His guy who's still got 4 hit points. I mean, this is a smart play because you at least remove the possibility of the variance, right? I like it. I'm a believer now. I wasn't a believer before, but now I'm a believer. I love it. Boy, that's cutting it real close though, man. Maybe want to scooch back a little bit more. If you're teal, you got to just compulse pivot, shoot whatever shot you've got, I think. Because you got to leave yourself a pivot move to get home. Or pivot, compulse. Try to be in a place where you could chase Bosk if you need to. That wouldn't suck. Let's see. Let's see what Obi decides. He's had some big moves here. Yep, he could probably get that angle. He's got him. Still heavy cover. But Spider can spend his standby now. And then what? You just pivot, fly back, or just cruise on through. If that's your plan, I kind of want you to line that up a little bit better with the end of the stick there, right? Try to be a little more dead center on that spider where you just got the edge to get him. All right, a pivot. That's a good move. Offer the standby. He can't take it. You might be able to fly out and deny him a move here. He's got to take his compulsory. Even if you don't want to take your other action, you still got to take your compulsory. They're trying again. Reset the clock. I guess you figure you've got it tied. Even if Bosk does get the kill and you're taking it to kill points. I don't know if you feel good that you're winning on kill points if Sabine goes down. But the speeders are worth quite a bit. Speeder's worth more than attack droid. Speeder's worth more than Bosk, so maybe you're okay. Cassian's worth more than the spider. It's probably fine, because spiders are underpriced. He might be close enough here. He's got the triangle where you can see him on either side. No, he's eclipsed. He's maintained the eclipse. Yep, you want to cheat up as far as you can. Wow. Wow. Some big brain flying here with the foam blocks. So we did a compulse, we spin our standby. Now you've got a pivot move? Pivot recover? I think that's right. Yeah, because if you flip this 90, your front arc is still on this guy. You could just park on top of that building. It's just just wait. I'll just wait till next turn. That guy's only got one wound. I just don't feel good about your odds of killing that guy at this point versus just scoring. Like, as long as your 3 things score, it's 3-3, you know? I'm confused. Okay, I guess we recovered. Oh, we're shooting the, we're gonna recover shoot into the spider. Yeah, with the pilot. So it's just impact 1. All right, for 2. And a chance to give an ion, which helps. Okay, man, the spider saves have been terrible. I am so used to spiders saving approximately everything. Okay, so those guys can really only move. And the order of operations over there becomes really problematic. That spider's gotta walk in first. And if he can't get around this corner of this building, he's cooked. Oh, man. I kind of wish he'd angled down a little bit more. The standby might have been too cute. Oh, and I love to play too cute. All right, so he's only got the STD3 pip, we can assume here. Which will be good for some recovers, though. And it'll shake. Oh, no, they both played standing orders. No STD3 pip with the recovers, which would get rid of ions. Is that true? Maybe? I can't remember. Can't remember how that works. Oh, and blue wins. We've had so many roll-offs. I think blue is slightly ahead on roll-off value. Okay, who do you order? Yeah, Cassian. You got to get Cassian out of there. If boss climbs up there and shoots Cassian, whatever, then you win 3-2. You've got to take that. Yep, that guy recovered so he can tap his thing. That other guy recovered so he can tap his thing. Man, land speeders, I don't know if they're going to hold up against range troopers. I don't feel good about that as a thing. There was like a little bit of a window for the land speeder and the air speeder in the meta against EXD. Kind of. It's a little bit of a dice off, but kind of. Boy, range troopers are going to shut that door so hard. If you were trying to get your foot in there, ouch. If you were trying to get your foot in there with those guys, big ouch. Perfect order control here. Gotta go first though. Because you're up on axe. You just shoot this guy and give him 2 ion, then he can't score. Holy smokes! Don't go with Cassian. Double eye on the spider. Double eye on the spider, it's GG. Recover. Shoot. Compulse. Because you can definitely get Sabine and the other land speeder in last. Let's see. It's gonna take this in the game. Flowcharts can be brutal. We got 2 white. Cassian rolls him off. He's not suppressed. Good idea to go ahead and do this before you're all suppressed. Move down. You're in the zone. Take a standby. Oh, he kept his dangerous. It's cooking, so he's done. Not a bad stall. I still think you just double eye on this spider and he's toast though. But I guess if you get the window, you double eye on the other guy and you're probably in there too. Either one is huge ROI. Super Tack comes off the stack. He's just got one move in him. Yep, now squeeze around these crates. They're marked difficult for troopers. Like this is a huge problem. This order of operations became a huge problem with this little dance they did. And he's only got one action. If he can't make it, it's just over. Then this land speeder can go eye on the spider again, and then neither of these things can score. Those crates are difficult. Are you gonna give that to him? No. Okay. He's still got an angle. Good. Still got an angle. That's good. But now what do you do with the spider? The spider's got to trample him to get in there, and spider's down to one action. So you're cooked, because if you trample him, the other guy gets to make the move, and Obi will just push him out of the zone with the trample. Displacement is the word. Trample is a PTSD from my War Machine days. Yeah, it's gonna be 1-0 here. That guy can't get in. That guy can't get in. It's gonna be like 2 or 3-0. Maybe boss can get this bounty. What a finish. Yep. Go here. Drop the ion. Drop the double ion. We love the double ion. I think double ion was a good call. Do a pivot. Nope, he's just gonna go score. Don't land on your guy. That would be dumb. Ooh, gotta squeeze through there. Yeah, can't land on her. You do not want to get shoved in a spot where boss can get a free shot on you. Cannot risk that. Don't do it. No, don't go in there. Don't do it. If you're just going to try to score with this guy, I don't think you bother. Just double eye on that guy. It's a little bit more. All right, they called that good enough. You're going to be short, dude. Oh, well, doesn't super matter. Yeah, should have just shot that spider. Double eye on the spider. He doesn't get to play. You just win. And you're going to win anyway. Yeah, this is over. I think. Because this guy can get in. He's got Ryder Azadi. Yeah, there's no fix for you here, guy. Breakthroughs within. Unless that changed. I'm not crazy, right? Yeah. Within. Within didn't change to at, did it? Am I playing a different game? Yeah, there's no way that guy fits now. That guy had to go first. Pulling the super attack was terrible. Had to go first. Yep. Trample that guy, shove him out, give him a suppression. Yep. Yep. All right, currently 1-1. Yeah, now this guy's got to go. You just pivot, move, compulse, and you're in. You gotta make it 2-1. So Bosk has gotta make something happen to make it go to kill points. Whoops. That looks about right though. Yep. Use rider, whatever, doesn't super matter. Just do your speed 2 on top and then your speed 3 in. Okay. Congrats, you did it. You did it. Yeah. The big rider Azadi value on the 3x3. Fast stuff, you think on the small board it's going to be worse, but it lets you get so deep into enemy lines kind of at will. It's hard to not, we've already checked. We know this angle's not here. You can kill Cassian. Knock yourself out. But we know this. We know this isn't here. Nothing's changed. Move up and a standby. All right. But she's speed 3. She's going to run down to this corner. She's going to be out of range. So that's cute, but pointless. Cute, but pointless. That's the game. It's 2-1. There's no way to stop it. You can't take that standby. You got to at least shoot Cassian. You got to at least shoot Cassian here. Okay, run through the building. So what? Well, it doesn't matter. You can't slice this corner enough, no matter how much wiggle room you give yourself. Yeah, it's a 7-inch move. There's no way. There's no way. Just climb up on the building and shoot Cassian, see if you kill him. For the lulz. Yeah, or go home. Go home. This is Bosk's house. It's his 1 bedroom that he rents when he's on the Tatooines. Wait, we're on Lamu. Yeah. Is he a humid lizard? Trained oceans are humid lizards, not desert lizards, right? Is that racist? We'll never know. We'll never know. Just shoot Cassian. It's the only shot you've got. Nothing nothing else is going to materialize. You're not going to be able to stop Sabine. Yeah, that guy doesn't count because he's not in, but that guy does count because he is in. And he is in that light, so he'll be in heavy. Yeah. Shoot Cassian in light. Fine. In the pursuit of moral victory. Oh, nothing. Not a thing. 2 suppression. 2 suppression. I mean, he might panic and not count for scoring, but there you go. Yep. GG. Well played. Let's see if they're in here. Three to 1 Rebels is the final score. Cassian, Sabine, Speeder scoring versus 1 Spider for the droids. Heck of a game. Shout out to our sponsor, which is me. Yep, talking about this little standby shenanigans being a little bit too cute. This was a quintessential Blitz game. Back and forth throughout the middle of the match. Very compelling. Either team could have won multiple points throughout turns 2 to 4, even 5. It was totally up in the air. 6 by 6, we pretty much knew. And honestly, I think if this land speeder just double taps that spider, it's locked up. It's locked up. You've got it X to 1 at that point. Maybe you're totally safe. But there you go. It had everything you love to see. Close range stuff, mixing it up. A lot of actions turn 1 and 2. And then really methodical, careful, tactical stuff that had to happen down the stretch. Some big brain plays. Some forgetting of our magical command card keywords like Indomitable. But overall, really compelling game. Really compelling match. They cut to a very tilted thing for the 12-act list, and look at that, 8 to 12. The 8-act list came out ahead. You love to see it. We got to see Whistling Birds early on do some work. We got to see Rebels panic repeatedly. Din died to a panic. What a game. What a game. All right, I'll get out of here so they can shut this down. We'll go back to our commercial here. They've already bailed out of their chat, so we're good. All right, signetgame.com for those of you who missed the beginning of this. Signet is the new pure strategy medieval roguelike that I've been working on. For those of you who don't know, I'm a full-time game developer. I make video games. I also run the mod for this goofy TTS, which is why the Blitz paraphernalia is everywhere. You're welcome for the stream, Jake. Come back. We'll be streaming a lot. I'm gonna try to stream as many of these as I can, because I gotta peddle my wares, which is Signet, signetgame.com. You can join the Dice Wrench Designs Discord. That's me. I do tech art consulting. I've worked on a bunch of video games. You probably played some of them. One of them's back there, Star Trek Timelines, which made over $125 million before we sold it, and still making $1 to $2 million a month. I got to make the Enterprise D for that game and meet John Delancey. Very cool. I worked on a MOBA way back in the day, Smash Muck Champions. It's this short. Oh, I'm too short. Smash Muck Champions. A game that Total Biscuit said was named by throwing 2 dictionaries at the wall, and he was right. Some of you are too young to know who Total Biscuit is, and it's a real shame. One of the greats. One of the greats. So Signet is a pure strategy medieval roguelike. You're king, commanding a kingdom. It's kind of like Baby's First Crusader Kings. If you like Crusader Kings, or you like the idea of Crusader Kings, but you don't want to wade through that like 16-hour learning curve or whatever it is, because it's a cool game, but like jeepers. I still don't know exactly what's happening. If you want all the feel and the juice and the sweetness out of a game like that without the learning curve, but with all the long-term ramifications of every choice you make is remembered in Signet. And when you lose, you just become the next king in the line if you get defeated. So you'll either take over as one of your heirs if you have them, or you'll hop over to some other part of the world and take over as another king. But the game world is entirely persistent, and it's unique to you, because as you go, you're crafting all the rules for the game. Everything you do adds up over time. It's always remembered, and it carries over from game to game because you just continue at the same point in the timeline where you left off. It's not like a roguelike where it resets. It's a roguelike where you die, but the game state for your next run is the game state you left behind, but you're a new king somewhere else in the world. And here's the world map, which I painted on a real piece of paper like a maniac. Why don't you do that in Photoshop? I don't know. I wanted to do it for real, so I did it for real. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that in this game. And then what you see in the background here is the battle phase, which is tile placing mode. Sort of like you could think about like Civ 6's tile placement rules, but without needing to memorize a phone book to know where all your wonders should go and everything you need to do. So check it out. You can join the Discord, and then you'll be subscribed so that when the wish listing goes available on Steam, you'll be ready to wish list. And Jeepers Creepers, I really need you all to wish list so that I can get this thing published. And then retire to Beer Island. I don't think it'll make that much money, but it would make a little bit of money where then I could go make a slightly bigger game and make even a little bit more money, and so on and so on. And I know you all love strategy games because you're here for Legion, and so I genuinely think it's a thing you'll enjoy. And like I said, it's pure strategy, and pure strategy means in this battle phase, there's no hidden information. You know all the moves that are available to your opponent. You know all the moves that are available to you. It's just your smart brain that's going to get you where you need to go. Very exciting. It's a lot of fun. It's very customizable. It's way wider than you would expect the design, way wider and deeper than you expect the design to be because it sounds so simple. But it's actually like a whole thing you could chew on forever. Easy to learn, difficult to master, all that sort of fun stuff. So there you go. A little bit about me, a little bit about Signet, a great Blitz game. What a way to kick off the new Invader League. Little bonus tournament we're doing. So shout out to Luminous Gaming for taking over Invader League. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And Blitz here is going to be thrilling. I'm very happy to be sponsoring it and tricking you all into playing my homebrew sorcery. But I do genuinely believe this is the best version of the game. So there you go. That's enough rambling from me. Thank you all. Share with your friends because this was a really fun match. They can play it back at 2x speed if they need to, of course. And I'll see you on the next one.